Okay, today is the day. Gotta make sure my stuff is all muted. I see us. Hey. Credit Karma's advertising. Yeah, just hit on there.
Hey, JBCB's already here.
Wow, happy Sunday.
Hey, JBCB's already here. Wow. Very good.
Yep, audio sounds good. Oh, wow, there's a lot of ads. Canva right now.
Very good.
Yeah, we like that.
Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 48 of Tech Talk. I'm Michelle and I'm here with my co-host.
Ryan.
And it's just us two today. Hope you're not too disappointed that Cannoli isn't here with us.
Yeah, she's taking a little rest. but she's doing well. She's very happy. She had a good Halloween walk the other day.
Yeah, don't worry about missing our evening live streams. We're thinking about resuming our big money series on my channel, Michelle's Puppy Count. And we also want to do like live streamers December, from December 1st to December 24th. And that's an aspiration task. See if we can actually keep up with that.
Yeah, it's like you stream every day in December.
Yeah, iguana dance here too. Yeah, so what we plan to do in December is we do dog treat advent calendar and popcorn and dressing up in festive outfits.
Yeah.
And make money.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you gonna teach us today, Ryan?
So today I want to show you guys the new feature that OpenAI released, and that's called ChatGPT Atlas. And this is actually a browser. Now remember last year we asked us what are your favorite browsers? Mm-hmm. And there was Google Chrome. I know we got a few Mozilla Firefox fans in the audience. Safari, yeah. I don't know if anyone's a fan, but anyway.
Me.
Oh, you do? All right, you like Safari. Okay. So ChatGPT has decided to get into that field, and they've come up with their own browser. Mm-hmm. And right now it's called ChatGPT Atlas. Now, unfortunately, it's only available right now for the Mac OS. But fortunately, Michelle here has a Mac, so we can actually test it out for you guys.
Yep.
But the idea is you would go on to, you'd look up ChatGPT Atlas, and then there's a nice homepage here for you, and you can download it. And then on this website here, it kind of shows you a few features that what it can do. And what's really interesting about it, and then I'll just start loading up the actual thing itself. So here is what it looks like. Funny enough, it literally just looks like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so that's kind of the point. They want it to be familiar to anyone that uses ChatGPT, and so then they utilize it. But where it becomes unique is if you go into the search here. Now let's say you go to Google, and then you go to...
Now it looks like Google.
Exactly. So it's Google, but the difference is you have this Ask ChatGPT up in the top right. And that's kind of like the differentiating factor. So if there's something that we want to look up, let's just, do you have any ideas? Well, actually, Iguana Dan had a thing. He wanted to know about the Windows 11 integration with Copilot. Yeah, so like questions about AI features in Windows 11. All right, so then we can open up like the Microsoft Learn site. And then what's nice is that now we can actually go into, I have to move this over more. We have to go into Ask ChatGPT, which is on the top here. And then that's going to now open up this window so that we can have a chat within the browser system.
Yeah.
So then you can just simply ask, like, summarize key points on this web page. And so then now it's like it's going to go in there and give you a concise summary of all the key points on that browser web page. Mm-hmm. And so what's really cool is it's like now you're able to combine your search. And what's nice actually about this browser is that you can load all your previous settings from your other favorite browser.
Yeah.
And like your home, your bookmarks and everything will load in and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And so then that you can, it all depends on how much access, obviously, you want to give the models to your information. But, the more you give, the more risk, obviously, but then also the more you'll be able to do with the AI technology.
Yeah, and what I imagine is studying who you are. Right?
Yes,
so
yes.
If you're doing a research of a topic, and your browser may be able to say, hey, you have asked me these other questions in the past. According to your other curiosities, you can expand into this other area, like something you may not thought of in the moment. So it's just basically kind of make it just a little bit smarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't one of our friends were asking about this?
What?
Like, remember one of our friends were asking, oh, you can't really do anything with ChatGPT. This is before Atlas, right before Atlas came out.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that happened. Okay, so I moved up so that you can actually see where the typing can happen. Mm-hmm. And so you can, get these summaries, go to any website, and then kind of get help from the ChatGPT to do it. But then also, if you click on this plus button here, that gives you the access to all the different modes. Mm-hmm. So even with this, you can do deep research, agent mode, create an image, and things like that. And so you can utilize what's on the page as your inspiration and then do all this deep research or even agent mode, which we've talked about in the past, which is kind of cool. And so then that's like now the agent mode is like a browser within the browser. And another thing that I really like is this study and learn. And so it kind of like goes, if you do the study and learn, then you can say, all right, how do I use this to increase, productivity? And so then this kind of like study and learn feature is going to give you kind of like a step-by-step process. And then it's going to ask questions and you kind of go back and forth and it kind of gives like an educational process. Mm-hmm. And so I've found that that's pretty interesting. And then, so now this is going to go into for more details about how you can use the local AI tools for everyday work and the applications and everything. And so then what's really, another thing that's cool is, all right, let me move this over even more. So then let's say you want to go back to just the regular chat functionality. Mm-hmm. So you just go to this button over here and it's open chat menu. And so then you can just go to like switch chat or open in a chat tab. And so now it's like, okay, our conversation is now outside of the Google page and into just like a regular ChatGPT conversation. Mm. And so then we can continue the conversation just like as it. So that what's nice about the browser component is that you can go to Google something as you normally would, find exactly what you want, and then integrate it into ChatGPT right from the browser, like just from that click of the button, ask ChatGPT. And then you can have conversations in depth about it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like people haven't talked enough about this.
Yeah.
And maybe we can expand on this with like a real life example. Like I'm
Yeah.
writing it's just something very easy to think of. I'm writing an essay on global warming, and then go to all these websites and see if we can research in real life with ChatGPT as the assistant.
Yeah, exactly. And what's interesting is that, so like if we go to Google again, right, with ChatGPT, you can ask for something like, what is a summary of a book or something like that, right? And you get the cliff notes. But let's say you don't want just generic cliff notes, like you have a very specific source that you want the ChatGPT to get its information from.
Yep.
That's where you do it, like with this.
Yeah, I can tell you when you're doing research, your answer is going to be a lot more accurate if you put in the source, like in a PDF,
Exactly.
versus just asking ChatGPT.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you can restrict ChatGPT's synthesis to just that source, it's going to be a lot more accurate and tailored towards that source.
Yeah, and then if you don't know exactly what that source is, because like if you know what it is, you can just say, hey, utilize this in ChatGPT and give a website and say, hey, use this. But if you don't know what it is and you want to use your traditional search stuff, that you're most comfortable with, like for me it would be Google, you can start with that first. Get exactly what you want. And then, so we can even look at the, what was one of the products we were talking about, or like the iPhone 17, right?
Scratchgate.
Yeah, Scratchgate.
Oh, actually, I scratched my.
Oh yeah, she
17
destroyed her thing.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, well, forget about Scratch. I'm tired of Scratchgate.
I knew. I just said it to
I know you did. You said it to get to me. But yeah, it's just the iPhone 17. Now, I have to admit, Google is becoming just way too advertisement driven. It's getting a little bit frustrating. All right, cool. Here we go. This is like the iPhone sales. God damn it. All right, so we got our iPhone sales information. What are we going to do with it? So then we can ask some details like how are sales for iPhone 17?
Dan's laughing at the Scratchgate.
Yeah, I know, the Scratchgate.
Yeah, so now you don't need to read the CNN article, but maybe you saw like a snippet when you're Googling and you're interested in what the information is in CNN. And now you can use ChatGPT to extract it without having to look at all the ads in detail.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, all right, look here, you got JCPenney over here doing its thing, but now I can actually read the article on the right without having to go through all these ads. Like I can't even get anywhere because of all the ads.
Yeah.
But here, all right, I can get my information that I want on the sidebar here. And then, like I said, I can then go, okay, I got the information that I want from this. Now I can go in, open up in the chat tab, and then it's like, okay, I'm done with that particular detail. Now I can say, oh, what is, can you compare this to Q4 of 2024 and stuff like that? And so then it'll go through and do its own thing.
Yeah.
It'll get information from outside that article, but at least we have the comparison.
Yeah, it's definitely additional tooling that OpenAI provided the users to seemingly more seamlessly integrate your research ability and ChatGPT's text extraction synthesis ability.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, I mean, there is going to be a little bit of a learning curve for establishing a new workflow.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who's constantly copying and pasting between ChatGPT and your source, this is going to eliminate that.
Yeah, it really can take that out. And I agree with what JBCB said earlier, I hope that they're able to expand this to non-Mac as well in the,
Yeah.
in the near future. But they want to test these things out, and so as soon as they feel like they're at a certain level, they'll publish it. And right now, it's only available on the Mac, and so then they want us to test it.
Yeah, and maybe they're targeting the student using crowd because every student is being targeted to buy like a MacBook Air or a student-friendly MacBook Air under $900 or whatever.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a lot of this research for their essays.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true. Yep. But another thing is that's becoming really popular with ChatGPT is their shopping endeavors. Because what they've done now is they've linked with PayPal, shopping, and with ChatGPT. There's like all this news about it. Yeah, ChatGPT instant checkout, ChatGPT like shopping buy directly from the app. So this browser can maybe make people even more comfortable with that. Because we normally do shopping on the internet, right? But maybe now you can incorporate using the atlas to do a little searching and then ask more details about the products and get ChatGPT's like wealth of information to say, okay, yeah, this product is pretty good and stuff like that. And then it's like you could have your payment information saved in there. And eventually then you have the integration with the agent mode. And if you start getting really trusting of the process, you can literally set it up to where you just say, like, buy me this, and it'll go through and do it all for you. And like, because all the information's there. So then it's kind of like, instead of having to go through like Amazon with like a click of a button, you can do any of your stores that you're interested in outside of Amazon. And
Through
like,
ChatGPT.
yeah, exactly.
But you have to set up PayPal for now. Maybe soon it will be Apple Pay.
Yeah, I think they're going to continue to expand, although maybe not Apple, just because they probably want to have some competition in the space as well. They have their own Apple store, right? What is it? What is their store called again? Like Google changed their name to Play Store or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's literally Apple Store. Like the app's name is Apple Store.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, Apple already did their part. They made Apple Pay, so now certain Etsy sellers have Apple Pay. You see all these Shopify small businesses have Apple Pay. That makes it easier. So maybe Apple Pay will partner up with ChatGPT.
Exactly.
If ChatGPT focus more on the search and synthesis function.
Yeah, but honestly, I think they want to do it all.
They want to take over the world.
Yeah, I think they want to get into every business. I saw a LinkedIn post that they're even looking. There's like whispers of them coming up with a wearable or something like that.
ChatGPT wearable.
Yeah.
I wear that.
Yeah, same. I mean, I think I like the direction I like that they're thinking big and they're trying to
take over the world.
Yeah, take over the space. So, and rather than like partnering with them, now they did have a huge deal with Microsoft recently. I don't even know what that was about, but that was interesting. Microsoft and ChatGPT. Or OpenAI, I guess. Oh, very cool. So, all right. So they have always had a relationship, and that makes sense because DALL-E was first developed by OpenAI. That was something I didn't realize.
Yeah.
But yeah, so DALL-E. That's the thing we really like making. That's like the basis for these image generation that we had been originally making our YouTube thumbnails with.
Honestly, yesterday when you generated the scary Halloween photo from ChatGPT, it reminds me of the style from DALL-E.
Yeah.
I think we did a lot of that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they're kind of going back to their roots here. But yeah, so Iguana Dan, he suggested that we do something next week, which I would appreciate. And then, so he wanted us to look into like the new Windows 11 updates and the integration into AI. So then we can, since we're doing a Mac only thing, next week we can do a PC discussion.
Okay.
Yes. Come on, we've been doing Mac only stuff for a long time. With all the iPhones, it's time to get our PC friends, some love too.
Yeah, I'm glad you're a PC user.
Exactly.
I wouldn't know what to say.
No.
I don't even have a PC.
I know, but that's why I'm here. But I'm not here for much longer today because I have to go to school in 10 minutes.
Yeah, so what kind of school are you going to?
No, yeah, so I'm learning all about agentic AI.
Yeah, nice.
So that's pretty exciting. And so this is like a 16-week course, and we have sessions every Sunday at 11:30 for our time. And it's like a 2-hour hands-on session. And so I'll be learning a lot of stuff about how to like create our own LLMs.
Yeah.
And then eventually we'll be able to share that, share the concepts on how it's done. And I promised that I was going to be interested in that hugging face at some point last year, and I had never gotten into it, but now is the time.
Well, yeah, that's your New Year resolution, and you still have 2 more months.
I still have 2 more months, yeah. And in fact, yeah, I think today's the day I'll be experimenting with it. So. All right, well, anyway, thanks for taking the time to explore this atlas with us.
Yes, definitely. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun, and then this is literally just the beginning of them. Like they just put this out a couple weeks ago. Obviously, it's just for Macs, so they're just getting tested. Look at this. See, like sports gear, camping. See, like Instacart. Like they're doing all this advertisement for what you can do. This is the agent is doing this. It's doing the shopping for you.
I hope it has some taste.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. So you establish the taste, right? You establish what you want. And
they can possibly comprehend
no,
the complexity
I know,
of my mind.
I know, but I'm saying like you can provide the exact product and stuff like that, and then it'll go through and do, because sometimes that's tedious having to type in all your information and everything. So, but yes. All right, well I think that's it for today.
All right, I'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.